Hey everybody, what's up? It's me, Junie the Wizard. Once again, you know the vibes. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm here for another delightful message, a fun one, hopefully. Some new energy, some clean energy. But I was shuffling the same tools as last time. I've got some classic tarot, Moonology Oracle, and the Astro Dice, as well as the Q affirmation deck. And of course, the good old Selenite wand. But I was shuffling my classic tarot. Can't help but to note, this card keeps fucking coming out. Fucking Five of Wands, bitch. Something to note about this competitive sort of, and I thought like, okay, if it keeps wanting to come out, obviously I have to make note of it. I have to talk about it more in depth. The reason why competitive energy, I suppose, exists in the first place is because we're all trying to be ourselves. It's giving Leo energy, really. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, like it is a Leo card, technically, if you associate like every tarot card with a sign, which I don't like to get too much into that. I like to only associate the court cards with signs, which I like take as confirmation for like the sign energy as an astrologer. But I digress. This Leo energy comes from us wanting to be ourselves, right? And when we focus on our own creative authenticity, sometimes along our journey, we try to figure out where do we like push forward and when do we like kind of hold back, like when do we let others shine their lights and when do we shine our own light. And sort of the reason why that competition, it could be with ourselves, it could be with other people, um sort of this, because on the card there's like five men and they're all fighting, and with the wands and with the sticks, and they're all battling it out for something. What is that? So it's like, is there sort of a competition where there doesn't need to be one? Is there sort of like feeling like you're at odds with something or with a certain group or with something that you feel like there's no like winning? Also some energy that I've been picking up on lately, but this is like, personally, but I've been seeing it also in the collective too, is like kind of Five of Swords energy, sort of feeling like what is there to kind of work for, And again, like I'm gonna put this back in, I'm gonna shuffle all the cards, see what new energy we get, but I just thought I'd make a note of that. It's like something about like, I don't want to call it weird because I won't feel like I need to use different words. I feel like there's something new that needs to come out of this, but it's like, yeah, it's like basically that's what the card's talking about. It's about changing up. If five is the number of change and wands are about the spirituality, the creative impetus, the what gets you fired up, because it's the fire energy. Sort of the unseen, sort of non-tangible things that get us fired up. Um, you know, it's like the change comes from recognizing how to, I think, sort of like, like I said, how do we give it a structure? How do we make it, give it a form? You know, I sort of feel like there's all this, you know, all the confusion, all the wishy-washiness, all of the rambunctiousness, all of the creativity, all of the clashing. It's for a good reason. It's for a reason. It's because something wants to come out of it. And I feel like it just needs a certain structure, a certain form, a certain solution. So I think that's sort of the energy we're in. Also, we just started an Aries season, and the sun just went over Saturn and Neptune right at the beginning of Aries. So it's huge, like focus, huge light moment, light bulb moment for kind of everybody. It's shining, revealing sort of this brand new, bold beginning where we're kind of bringing down to earth, I think, sort of the stuff that's kind of hard to put into words. That is the energy, astrologically, literally. I just put it and I just described it with tarot. So, yeah, let's get into it. Hopefully, let's just see what other tools we can use to get some messages. Let's see the Astro Dice, what they say for us today. Phew. I got Scorpio. This is South Node in Scorpio. No, I'm sorry. I apologize. North Node. North Node in Scorpio in the fifth house. Okay. All right. So very interesting. So North Node's about our true purpose. It's about something that maybe we don't have the best of experience in when we come into this world, when we're born here. It's sort of the things we're here to learn, the things we're meant to achieve and grow towards, because it's naturally our path. Um, And with Scorpio, that's more of, again, like I was talking about, the unseen, kind of hard to put into words. But if you were to put it into words, it would be deep with depth, with a sort of richness, but a sort of more of like a, how do I word this? Like think positive and negative, think yin and yang. So if like if one half is like the core, or like the actual richness, the bulk, the food, the nutrition, the other half would have to be the form that encapsulates it, or like sort of, you know what I mean, sort of, I guess, the emptiness. Oh gosh, it's hard to put into words. Basically, Scorpio's about destruction and decomposition, whereas Taurus is about formation and composition. I know I'm kind of scrambling my words here and I'm kind of like going off path, but I'm trying to explain this in the best way I can. Because Scorpio energy is a bit tricky to understand because people just associate it with sex and death and taxes and orgasms. And while it is all of those things, the best way to understand it is the opposite of Taurus. So if Taurus is growth, Scorpio is just understanding how that decomposes, how it makes room for other things. So if the purpose is to head towards that, to head, or to understand more of that, I guess, energy, but with fifth house, it's about taking risks. It's about understanding yourself, going deep within yourself. Okay, that's the thing. So yeah, how deep can you go within yourself? But with fifth house, that's funny because that also is literal romantic, fun, one-off sexual encounters. That would be the house where that takes place. Um, that's creative risks, putting yourself out there creatively. So that would be also like putting yourself out there on, like, it's how you flirt, you know, how you put yourself out there on dating apps. Um, Maybe it's a need for more depth. So if you are someone who's single, who's looking for more encounters, this could definitely, just right off the bat, this energy is like just something about like headed towards more experiences that are more beyond the surface, that make you, that force you to learn more. And I'm getting this just off of this energy. I wonder what the tarot says and what the oracle say. Fifth house, what could that also be? How you like to have fun, creative risk taking. So it's like, okay, so if that's Scorpio, um, something, yeah, it's something that's not just surface level, something that's definitely going beyond, wanting to investigative. Um, I just heard colorful. So it's like, it's funny because like Taurus is also colorful and it's like almost like, you know, it's like growth and beauty, but then Scorpio is like death and like stuff like that. So it's like very interesting. It's like almost like wanting to understand more. Again, this could be with the theme of like someone who's going on like their spiritual understanding, spiritual growth, spiritual transformation, getting to that point where it's getting deeper. So it could be wanting to learn more about yourself. But something is destined to happen here. Again, with that nodes, it's like kind of like karma's playing out. But you don't want to think about that too deeply. You kind of just want to let it play out. Um, so you're definitely headed towards something new, something maybe a little bit outside of your comfort zone. But it's deep, but it's worth it. It's going to give you richness, depth. Um, Definitely emotional. Maybe feeling some feelings that you never felt before. But with that fifth house, it definitely is about you. It's about how you express yourself. So it's definitely a you thing. That's why it's about how you flirt, about how you go after what you want, kind of how you express yourself out there. Wow. But again, with that competition energy earlier, or about like, I wonder what that's about. So you could put that where it fits for you. Um, but again, that could be also if it's like with your, again, if you are in literal competition with someone else, like in a social group setting or whatever, That could be about like maybe with Scorpio, it's about like the actual like okay, going beyond the surface, wanting to like go beyond it. Maybe it's weird. There's this been energy in the readings lately about like friend groups or about like wanting to get more deeper, you know? So it's about either the destruction of a friend group or learning more about yourself. Someone's learning more about themselves or someone's like transforming. It's really interesting, but it's destined to happen and it's like kind of all getting aligned. So let's see hopefully what kind of tarot energy and good stuff we can get hopefully and see what we get. So Spirit, please, with the best of love and intention, get some cards, see what we get. Alrighty here. Four of Pentacles, King of Wands reversed, King of Swords upright, Eight of Pentacles upright, Three of Pentacles reversed, Knight of Cups upright, the Devil upright, Three of Cups reversed, Nine of Cups reversed. Wanting to hold... Okay, let me just look at it a bit before I say any words. Because that was a lot of cards that came out, but I feel like there's definitely something clear here that I can say. Yeah, definitely, surrounding yourself with the right environment has to do with whatever you're surrounding yourself with, the people you work with and the people you chill with. The people you chill with and the people you work with. There's a lot that you... At the end of the day, I feel like you're coming home and there's a lot of clarity. You know where to put your grind. You're grinding right. You're doing all the right stuff, like when it comes to your money, when it comes to your work. You have a lot of beautiful dreams. But I see someone here who's getting caught in, that's the thing, that devil energy. And with that Scorpio energy, there's just a lot of deep lessons that someone's learning here about themselves, and it's kind of happening little by little, one by one. Four of Pentacles energy. You know what works for you, so you're holding on tight to what works, which is good. But sort of there's a lesson here that when you do need to let go or when things do need to change, kind of, take the steps towards that. But I feel like it's like the message isn't change up completely what you're doing, because I feel like there is something here that you're definitely doing in your day-to-day life that's working. A routine is definitely working for you. Your day-to-day job is working, maybe money-wise for you. But when it comes to literally who you're working with, who you're coming home and chilling with, when it comes to leisure-wise, it's making you feel like you have no options. It's like, where's the fun? Where's my choices? Like after all this, I feel like you're work, and you're getting nothing back. So I feel like there's something you're seeing in your everyday, like maybe your dreams or little goals, you're seeing them come true little by little, or you feel like there's something that's working to where it's like, how do I describe this? However, that emotional whatever's okay, when you think about like, it's weird. It's like there's some things that you're catching on that you're like, all right, this makes me feel good. This is taking me to a beautiful place. This beautiful dream that I have. You have clarity on a certain dream that this is the dream I okay. How would I put this? King of Wands reversed, but King of Swords upright. Okay. Okay. That actually... Okay, that's very interesting. Okay, so... I feel like when it comes to drawing, it's an interesting message, but I feel like it would resonate with somebody. You're good at drawing the line with others, but not with yourself. Like when it comes to telling no to others, you're good. Or when it comes to like laying the law down, you're good at doing that on the outside. You're good at making it look like it looks good on the outside. Like your money's good, your job's good, you're getting paid good, your chores get done, your errands get done, your family's taken care of. You actually do every day, can go to bed. I feel like you can go to bed every night or wake up feeling like, yeah, like it makes you happy. Like there's something, there is some sort of like uh, almost a wishful thinking that's working. But the people, the environment, literally the people who are in your immediate circle are it's toxic. So your energy, your spiritual energy is being drained. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, you feel like you're fun little by little. It's like you're putting all this work in, but then you're like, okay, I feel like you're like, what's left for me? You know? So then I feel like you start like maybe wanting to call some shots, but then you're like, no, you can't call those shots, even though you feel like I fucking deserve to be able to call these shots, even though I fucking can't. Because your choices, you start to feel like are being limited little by little. It's like you feel like at this point you should be able to have whatever the fuck you want. You know there's some truth to this. You know there's certain truths to the situation that you definitely know what works. But then at the same time, there's a certain sense of joy that's being drained when it comes to your sense of having fun, spontaneity, creative risk taking. So you could be thinking about your drinking habits, your hanging out habits, what you do on the weekends. If you do have a set actual like weekday schedule, you're really rethinking, what do I do on the weekends now? Who am I really surrounding myself on the weekends? After work, who do I shoot the shit with? Who am I going on social media and talking to? It's this time in your life is like, it's like meant to happen because it's gonna show you something. But what is that something? I wanna know. I wanna know. I don't wanna just leave it at that. That's why I have the oracles. Because sometimes whenever I get a bit scary like that, whenever I get a bit dull or a bit, what do I call it? I don't know. Sometimes I talk bad about myself, but I like to, still say what the cards like to say, but I still like to give you some hope. I like to give you some like different perspectives. Some like, how can you fix this? How can you find some sort of solution? How do we get ourselves out of this devil energy? How can we help you have more fun? How can we help you feel like, how can we utilize this energy of maybe you feel like you're losing something or something's changing? How can we help you feel better, Spirit? Please let us know. How can we help this person who's watching this feel more spiritually enlivened, feel better? How can we put them back on the right path if they feel as if they're on the wrong path? But come on. Let's give them some help here. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. You're going to be given a gift soon that really helps you understand how to look at the bigger picture, literally. It's funny because Scorpio energy goes right into Sagittarius energy. It's a natural progression of the zodiac signs. So Scorpio is all this death, this loss. The Sagittarius is that kind of good-natured, sort of bright, jolly, sort of, how would I describe it? Jupiter energy. This big, jolly, ambitious, almost like Santa Claus, optimistic energy that's just like, oh yes, everything, there's like joy in everything. There's like life's mystery, but like there's like, you can, a philosopher energy, like Albert Einstein, like some sort of like, wise wisdom teacher, someone who holds the secrets, but is like, like look at the bigger picture. That's why they're optimistic, is because like, hey, if you're optimistic, you can go places, you can shoot for that's the thing. Sagittarius is a shooter or an archer or a centaur or whatever you'd like to. It's because they're shooting for a goal, a vision. They're shooting for it. So whatever goal you have, you're learning. You're gonna be given a gift. This is all a gift, and the gift of it, the gift of it is you're gonna know how to wake up and go every day after it. Like how do I describe this? That Jupiter energy, it's luck, it's optimism. You create your own luck. Jupiter energy helps you create your own luck. Through the darkness, through the depth, through whatever you're going through, whatever you're figuring out, there's something here. The devil energy, the reason why it's there, and never shame yourself for the devil energy, the devil helps you get back on track, because once you learn, the devil is an illusion that makes you feel like you're chained, makes you feel like you're trapped. But once you see past it, once you see that you can literally take those chains off, if you just do it, there's something here that you're learning, something deep. But it's literally Scorpio into Sag into Capricorn, literally natural progression. So it's deep energy, it's really big energy, but it's happening how it's supposed to. It's going to help you learn how to get things more structured. It's simply all it is. You're just in the transition. But it has to do with how you express yourself, where you fit in with the groups. Your surroundings are a bit sketchy right now, but you're a very hard worker. And you have a good sense of hopefulness, optimism. That's the thing. You're just reinvigorating it. You know, you're getting it refreshed with something with more depth, more richness, something that's going to actually get you to where you need to go. Okay? It's actually going to give you that sauce you need to keep going, you know? All right, Spirit, what can we end this off with? Give some good energy. Hopeful for the collective. Something good, something bright. Every challenge I face is an opportunity to grow. Okay? So, there you have it. Couldn't be more clear. And I have unlimited potential. That's the thing. With this devil energy, and I feel like I have to bring this up because I feel like that's your main challenge here. This is the only major arcana card here, yeah. So that's the main challenge you're going through, is that devil energy challenge. There's some sort of cycle or some sort of habit or something that you can break and you can get out of, but you're learning more about yourself because it starts with you. And because I'm a person who's faced addiction struggles before and things of that nature, you know, and once you learn that devil energy and you learn to recognize it, simply recognize, when do I have power to make a different choice or a different decision? And don't shame yourself for it. Let go of the shame. Start to love yourself. Even if no one else understands you, find whatever it is that you need to make yourself feel more powerful, because you can get it from you. You know, you don't have to take it from others. You can get help from others, but you don't have to take it from others, you know? And because you have, that's the thing, I have unlimited potential. Unlimited. It all comes from you. And that's the thing, you use the tools here, the knowledge from the books, the wisdom from the YouTube videos, from the tarot readers, from wherever you get it from. Whatever resonates for you, and it'll work for you. But it all starts with you, and there are no limits, because you know what works for you. So this Four of Pentacles energy, you're holding on to what does work for you. So that's the thing, work with what you know. But when you start to feel drained, I feel like there's not something else more you need to do, because you're already a hard enough worker. You just need to let go of whatever is draining you. It's going to help you feel more at peace with yourself, help you feel like, oh, I can love myself better. And the only way out of it is through it. So don't be afraid, let go of fear, and yeah, just look forward to another day, because you're very smart and you're doing a lot of things right. It's just your environment is draining you. That's literally it. Look at the bigger picture. That's the message. So whatever you're going through, you can get out of it, but it starts with you. Huh. Yeah, there's just a lot of energy drainers around you. Whatever that may be. Well, that's the message. I really hope that something called out to you, something resonated, hopefully helped you. I don't want to overload myself or overstimulate myself with too many messages, because I feel like I've said enough, and this is the longest video I've done, so I really hope that something here was hopeful and helped you. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if anything here resonated with you. And I'll try to get better at being more quicker, more thorough, more helpful, and more optimistic, and, you know, trying to provide solutions, you know? I'm trying to deliver the message, help you learn about the cards, about astrology, but also help you. So hopefully I'm doing a good job, and I'll keep doing these, and I look forward to the next one. So love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, y'all. Bye.